I'm going to be getting into geocaching, and I was looking for my handheld GPS unit. It is gone. We moved, it's gone, so I decided that I was going to get myself another one. Kind of need that, and I don't like using my phone. It's not nearly as accurate. It doesn't work for me. So I took a look around, and I was originally going to get the Garmin Maps GPS 64S. Now, the 64 series has been around for a while. Really good series. I've used the 64 series before, and it always works. It's quick, it's accurate, it works. So they were running a sale on it, and I went down there, but I missed the sale. I was just too late for it, and they were out. So I decided I was going to go for the 64, just straight GPS 64. Not quite as up to date as the 64S, but still a really good unit. But again, they were out. So I decided that I was going to go with another series, just a whole other series altogether. So I went ahead and swung by this fine place right here, Bass Pro Shop. I took a look around to see what they had, and the series that I decided to go with is a series that I've used before. It is the Garmin ETrex series, the 20x, which, for all the reviews, it's a really great little unit. It does everything that I need. It's got the WAS, it's got the GLONASS, it's got a expandable memory, micro SD card, and it also supports paperless geocaching, which the geocaching is really what it is that I'm getting into. So that's kind of a good thing. Now, other units, they support geocaching, but you typically have to download that to your unit, the GPX file to your unit, and then you go out geocaching. This one, it kind of uploads everything. It uploads, the hints, it uploads the reviews, it uploads really all sorts of everything. Then you mark that as being found, and it automatically marks that up on the geocaching website. It supports putting in my own maps, which is something that I have not done yet with Garmin, but it seems like that would be kind of handy. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up, and I'm going to give it a try here. I can never ever get these things. One of the reasons that I decided to go with this one, instead of going and going with the original series and just kind of hunting around for it, because I could have. The 64 series is so popular that I could have just gone to another store and gone and gotten it. But I kind of decided that holding the display models in my hand, I decided to go with this ETrex 20. When you're out in the woods and you're out doing your thing, geocaching, hiking, doing whatever it is that you do out there, and using a GPS unit, size is fairly important. And as any woman would know, size is important. And when it comes to GPS units, you don't want too small, you don't want too big. And this Garmin is really right about the right size for it. Fits perfectly in my hand. It's light, but still has enough weight to make it feel substantial.
So we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Once I get the batteries, inside of it here, I might still return it and go for the 64. I'm still not entirely sold, but we'll see. It's got the right size. It's got all the features that I need. I guess all that's for it is testing. We'll get some batteries in here, take a look, and see how it goes, and I'll make my decision based off of how easy it is to use, how it feels in my hands, and basically if it does everything that I need it to do. And that's going to decide me. So I'm going to get back at you here in a little bit when I have some batteries put in this, and after I've given it a little bit of test. I'll see you guys here in a bit. So I went ahead and got the Garmin ETrex 20x all set up, and like I was explaining last time, this is kind of a video that's taken place over a couple of days here. So for you guys, it was literally just 2 seconds ago that I said I'm setting it up and going to give it a test. To me, that was like 2-3 days ago. So anyways, I got it set up, gave it a little bit of a test. Everything seems to work just beautifully. The user interface on this Garmin ETrex is absolutely gorgeous.
viewable in the sun. It's viewable at night. It is fairly accurate. You know, I haven't really gone out and really put it to the test yet, but we'll see how that goes. But I have every confidence that it will. I did want to come back in here and kind of, you know, share a few complaints about the Garmin. I was mistaken in that the Garmin ETrex doesn't have the geocaches uploaded to it. Some Garmins come with them pre-installed or pre-loaded. Others don't. I thought that the ETrex 20x had them installed. I was incorrect on that. I mistook what it said on the box. Didn't read it fully or was just too excited and wasn't paying attention. Take your pick. But that's where it is. So I had to download and move over my own GPX files or my own geocaches that I wanted to install on the Garmin. And so that's what I've done. The whole computer interface, the programs that are used to interface with this Garmin ETrex leaves something to be desired. You know, downloading and installing the GPX files, that's a pretty easy process, fairly self-explanatory. If you've done any kind of work on a computer at all and, you know, move one file from one device to another device or, you know, to a thumb drive or external hard drive, you know the whole process. I ended up putting in a micro SD card on this Garmin so that I could install my geocaches to, as well as any additional maps. That was pretty easy. And one of the things that you need to do is you actually need to rename a folder within the SD card there and name it Garmin in order for the Garmin to pick that up. So that took a little bit of looking for me. I mean, granted, not very much looking because I read instructions. It's weird to read instructions. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to go through that process of how it is that I got my geocaches installed to the Garmin, show how easy that was. And I'm also going to, probably in a next video, show how I installed my own maps to the Garmin, because that's kind of important, and that was definitely a feature that I wanted with my Garmin, really with any handheld unit that I purchased, was to be able to install my own maps, being able to put in a topo map or a topo or however you want to pronounce it. That was important to me. I'll go ahead and show you how it is that I downloaded the caches and how I moved them over. That's a pretty easy process. Forgive my internet speed, it's a little bit slow. As you can see, I'm already signed in, 499 finds. That will be jumping up because I got my new handheld unit. I'm so excited. I am really super excited. I'm stoked. I know I said that it's been a few days, but man, it's been a busy few days, so I haven't had a chance to actually get out and test it. And for my 500th find, I'm actually doing something special. Yeah, look forward to that. I'll be posting a video. You know, you click on the geocache that you want. You can go into the geocache, but really this is the button that I'm looking for right here. I just click on this link. I'm using Google Chrome on a Mac. As you can see, it downloads right down here. That just tells me that it's going into my downloads folder. So I click on a few of these. You know, maybe I want to take a look, and let's go ahead and go into this one here, and I'll show you where it's at here. So it loads. Again, your download GPX file. That's really what it is that you're wanting to do there. So we got a couple, you know, 4 downloaded here. I've already got some of them uploaded onto my Garmin. Yeah, so once you got those all downloaded, you go over here, and again, this is on a Mac. Come over to your Finder. Here's your Garmin folders. This right here is the volume or that micro SD card. Now in my volume or my micro SD card, as you can see, I have my Garmin folder here that my Garmin is able to read to. I have my GPX folder here. That's where I put all of my GPX files. And really, it doesn't matter if it's a GPX file that's coming from geocaching.com or whether it's downloaded from another source. Really, it's all going to work the same. GPX is a fairly standard form or file type that's readable by the handheld units. Anyways, in my other Finder window, because I like having multiple windows up, I come in here to my downloads. I select the downloads that I'm bringing over, drag and drop. And as you can see here, I've already got a few. That's all right. I'll just go ahead and replace the ones that I've already downloaded. And it's that easy. Now they are all there in my GPX folder. They will appear in my Garmin, and I'll show you guys that here in just a minute.
Alright, so I just unplugged this thing from the computer after uploading a whole bunch of geocaches. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show how this thing all works, kind of show you what it looks like, how it picks those up, and how it just displays them. Next video I do, it will actually show me using them. Then I'm also going to do a video on uploading my own personal maps. I've gone ahead and done that, so you'll probably see those maps already on this thing. But I've got the video taken of it. So anyways, go ahead and turn this thing on. Not sure if you can see it. You're going to see that it loads up here, and it's going to take a minute or so for it to load up because it's grabbing everything from that micro SD card. It is not a high-speed micro SD card, so it does take a minute. There we go. Alright, so there's a couple different places that you can kind of go for this. One of them is the maps. You can go into geocaches. You can also select where to. That's going to bring up your points of interest, which essentially is what these geocaches are. I'm going to go ahead and go in here, geocaches. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of them uploaded. Now, in each one of these, you can also filter. Search near, spell search, apply filter, show found, setup, etc. I'm not needing any of those. I'm going to go ahead and select one, and as you can see, it pulls it up on the map here. There we go, and it's going to route me out to it. There it is. It is that easy. That easy. As you get closer, you can zoom out or in. Obviously, you don't want to go out, seeing as how you're, getting closer to the cache. But there it is. It really is that easy to use one of these things to do geocaching or add a point of interest if you're out, playing in the wilderness. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. We're going to call it done. I'm going to upload this to the interwebs. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next video.